Hello friends, in this video lecture I want to explain the concept of multiplexer and demultiplexer. The general concept, the truth table, and then the logical diagram or the design. Let me tell you that multiplexer and demultiplexer both are the combinational circuits, just like the adders which we have studied in my earlier video lecture. Now let us start here. First of all, the multiplexer, the general concepts. Now here, multiplex means many to one. It clearly means that if any combinational circuit is having many inputs and one output, that is a multiplexer. So here, that second line which clearly speaks out the definition of that multiplexer here. Hence multiplexer. In short, it is written as a mux, has many inputs and one output line here. Now the next line, the next general concept which has been written here, mux has n select lines used to select one out of 2 raised to n inputs. Now let me tell you here itself, any number of select lines which are used, using a binary logic, the total number of combinations possible, that is 2 raised to n. So here are n select line, that's why total number of inputs in that multiplexer will be 2 raised to n. And once one particular input is selected, the logic on that selected input line is steered on the single output line. As we stated earlier, that multiplexer has a single output line. And on that single output line, out of many inputs which are available to that multiplexer, one will be selected. And the logic on that single input line, that selected input line, not single, that selected input line, that will be straightway connected to that corresponding output line in a digital manner. Okay, that is the meaning of that steering the contents of that selected line, input line, on that single output line here. Now here, common multiplexers which are available in industry are like this. Here 4 to 1 multiplexer. It clearly means that it contains 4 inputs, 1 output. And any one out of that 4 inputs to be selected here, I require 2 select lines. 2 select lines, that's why number of inputs are 2 raised to 2, that is equal to 4. Second multiplexer which has been quoted here is 8 to 1 multiplexer. 8 inputs, 1 output and 3 select lines required here. So using that 3 select lines here, number of inputs, number of possible inputs here will be 2 raised to 3, that is equal to 8. And then the third common multiplexer is 16 to 1 multiplexer, 16 input, 1 output, and obviously 4 select lines would be required here. Now before I go to that particular design of a generic multiplexer, a general purpose multiplexer, let me tell you the applications. Now multiplexer has got enormous applications in the digital design. Using multiplexer, it is possible that the contents of multiple lines may be transferred on a single output line. Take a practical example. In earlier wired telephones, okay, the telephone line is a single, but through that single telephone line, by using a time division multiplexing, multiple calls were transferred, multiple voice data transferred. So this is the best example. On a single telephone line, there might be hundreds of wire telephone connections were present, but through that single line, whatever voice data, whatever voice spoken will be transferred through that single telephone cable. So this is the multiplexer example here. Of course, that wire telephones are likely to become obsolete in the near future. Let us take a practical example which will survive. Suppose television cable. The television cable, once it is connected to RF input of a TV set, that cable comes with hundreds of channel signals. It means that that cable is a multiplexed cable basically. And then one particular channel will be selected through a remote control. So by using a remote control, we are tuning our TV receiver set to a particular frequency. And once it is tuned to a particular frequency here, only those signals of that particular channel which we wish to watch, only those frequency signals will be allowed. And then we observe that particular TV channel. By using remote, if we change that channel number, then the next channel, its corresponding frequency will be tuned, so second channel will appear on that same TV screen. It means that with the multiplexer concept only, it is possible to carry on hundreds or even thousands of TV channel signals through a single TV cable here. Otherwise, if multiplexers would not have been present, then probably for 100 channels to watch, I need to put up each individual line, each individual cable for each of that channel. So 100 channels, 100 cables would be dropped down to your home. Okay, this entire complexity of that hardware has been reduced down due to that multiplexer design here. Of course, I am talking about only the digital multiplexers. Now let us move on. A practical 4-to-1 mux multiplexer, right from the block diagram, then the truth table, and then the design, the logical diagram. So here is the block diagram of that 4-to-1 multiplexer. You can observe it. As usual, from the left side, the 4 inputs will be connected: I0, I1, I2 and I3. Of course, that sequence is not that important. It means that my first input I0, I may show it at the top, subsequently followed I1, I2 and I3 can be at the bottom. Okay, so inputs will be connected from the left side and output is shown on the right side, output Y. Of course, any variable can be used to define that inputs and outputs here. And then the select lines are shown from the bottom here, S1 and S0 to that block 4-to-1 multiplexer, 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, that select lines will be S1 and S0 to be shown in this manner only. S0 being LSB bit of that select line to be shown on the right side and S1 on the left side. Okay, once we show this particular block diagram, then the truth table to be developed just below. So see here. Here is the truth table of that 4-to-1 multiplexer. Select lines S1, S0 which are shown in a proper way. S1 on the left side, S0 on the right side. And then the output Y. Now, as per the definition of that multiplexer, it has to select only one input line and the logic on that selected input line will be steered to a single output line. So whenever select lines are 0 0, S1 S0 both are 0 0, in that case the very first input here designated as a I0 will be selected and that will be connected to final output here. So output Y is equal to I0, which you can observe it in the first entry of that below truth table. So whenever select lines are 0 0, then output Y is nothing but I0. Whatever logic, if I0 is equal to 0, output Y will be 0. But if I0 is equal to 1, output Y will be 1. Whatever logic available on that selected input line will be steered, that will be connected to the final output, the single output. Now the next entry from that truth table will be 0 1. S0 0, S1 0 and S0 is equal to 1. In that case, I1 will be selected here and the logic on I1 will be steered to the final output Y here. So Y is equal to I1, which you can observe it in the last column of this particular truth table. Then the third entry will be 1 0. S1 1, S0 0. I2 will be selected, that will be connected to the final output. I2 steered to final output. So Y is equal to I2. And then the last entry of this truth table here, 1 1. In that case, I3 is selected and that will be steered, connected to final output here. So truth table is complete. And once we get this particular truth table here, then the design, the logical diagram, which will be now gradually developed on the right side. So here, this logical diagram, I want to develop it for output Y from the bottom side. So for this AND gate, where there are 3 inputs here, I want to steer I0 to the output of that multiplexer here. But when that I0 will be available to the final output, see that truth table, I0 will be available to final output when S1 and S0 both are 0 0. That's why this AND gate will be having 3 inputs, I0 along with S1 bar and S0 bar. In order to develop that equation, already we have seen for a certain output to have, if that input is 0, then its complement, then its bar is to be taken. And if that input is equal to 1, that corresponding variable, input variable to be taken as it is. So in order to steer that I0 to the final output here, from the first entry of that truth table from the top, S1 is equal to 0 and S0 is equal to 0 means this AND gate will be having 3 inputs here, I0 along with S1 bar, S0 bar. So this is deliberately shown on the bottom side here, because in the block diagram of that 4 to 1 multiplexer, which is shown on the top side, top left side, that I0 is at the bottom. That's why this particular AND gate has been shown in the design first. Then above this, there will be for I1. The logic for I1, it contains say again 3 input AND gate. I1 will be steered to the output of that multiplexer only when S1 is equal to 0 and S0 is equal to 1. So accordingly, the inputs are connected to this second AND gate. Second AND gate from the bottom, which is shown on the right side. So I1, S1 bar, S0 here. Then the third AND gate will be just above this second, where I want to develop the logic for steering I2 on that final output here, where S1 is equal to 1 and S0 is equal to 0 from the third entry of this truth table. So inputs for that third AND gate from the bottom means currently at the top, which is shown here now, that I2, S1, S0 bar. And then the last AND gate, which is to be shown on the top of all, That is for steering of I3 to the output of that multiplexer here. So this entry from the truth table will be the last entry. I3 to steer, S1 should be 1 and S0 should be 1. So that upper AND gate along with I3, S1, S0 to be connected as it is. Why as it is? Because from the truth table both are logic 1 to steer I3 to the output of that multiplexer. And then this multiplexer block diagram clearly shows that there is a single output Y. It means that on the right side in the logical diagram which we are going to develop, there are 4 output lines which we need to merge together. And merging of multiple outputs together, that is possible by using one OR gate. So here is that corresponding OR gate. The outputs of each of that AND gate merged together, connected to input of that 4 input OR gate here. And the output of that OR gate will be nothing but that output Y here, output of that multiplexer. So this is regarding that 4 to 1 multiplexer design here. Similarly, one can have 8 to 1 multiplexer design where there will be total 8 input lines I0 to I7. There will be 3 select lines S2, S1, S0 from left to right. And there will be single output line, say output Y. And truth table contains total 8 entries from 0, 0, 0 up to 1, 1, 1 in a binary sequence. And outputs which will be selected here to steer a particular input will be from I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7. It means that truth table will be having total 8 entries, 3 select lines S2, S1, S0 and single output line to steer one particular selected input to its corresponding output. And then the logical diagram would be expanded one compared to this. There will be total 8 AND gates on the input side. Each of that AND gate will be having 3 select lines either in a complement form or non-complement form depending on the logic. And one OR gate which is of 8 input. Each of that AND gate here will be having of 4 inputs. Out of that 3 will be select lines and 1 will be actual input line. Whereas on the output side there is one OR gate. And that OR gate in case of 8 to 1 multiplexer will be having 8 input and single output. Output will be of course that output Y. So this is regarding the design of 8 to 1 multiplexer which I have just now explained. Okay, students are instructed to design such type of 8 to 1 multiplexer at their own. Now the next point which I want to elaborate, I want to explain is a demultiplexer, the general concepts. Now demultiplex means one to many. Multiplex was many to one. Demultiplex is exactly opposite, one to many. Single input line and multiple output lines. So on the next line here it has been clearly shown. Hence demultiplexer, in short it is written as a DMUX, has one input line and many output lines. Now the next line here, DMUX also has n select line, but this time it will be selecting. It will be selecting 1 out of 2 raised to n output lines. So select lines in case of demultiplexer will be used for selection of one of the 2 raised to n output lines here. And then the logic available on that single input line is steered to that selected output line here. There is only one input line. There might be some logic 0 or 1, whatever. Once that particular output line is selected by using select line, that logic on that single input line will be steered. That will be connected to that selected output line. And then the common demultiplexers, they include which are enlisted here. 1 to 4 demultiplexer where there is a single input but 4 output. Out of 4 outputs here, one output is to be selected by using 2 select lines. Similarly, 1 to 8 demultiplexer, 1 input, 8 output and 3 select lines, because 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. Similarly, 1 to 16 demultiplexer, there will be 1 input, 16 output. And in order to select 1 out of 16 outputs here, we need 4 select lines. 2 raised to 4, that is equal to 16. Now here, we will see that particular design of 1 to 4 demultiplexer right from the block diagram, then the development of truth table, and then the design, means logical diagram. So let us start. Here is the block diagram of that 1 to 4 demultiplexer. In case of this 1 to 4 demultiplexer, that input is I. Of course, any variable can be used to define that input, which is applied from the left side. Outputs available on the output side will be Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Okay, these are my conventions. Output is Y. So there are multiple outputs. That's why Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. Y0 being my LSB output and Y3 is my MSB output, which is shown on the top side. And then the select lines which are connected from the bottom, S1 the left select line and S0 is the right select line. Okay, here one cannot change. Here one should not change the connection of that select lines. That MSB select line should be on the left side and LSB select line should be on the right side. Then the development of the truth table in the middle. So here is that complete truth table of 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Instead of showing it in a gradual manner, it is shown directly. You can observe it. Whenever select lines are S1, S0, 0, 0, it clearly means that Y0 output line is to be selected, to which that input I will be straightway steered, that will be straightway connected. And remaining all outputs will be Y1, Y2 and Y3, all will be 0 that time. So first entry in this truth table, whenever select lines are 0, 0, only Y0 will be input I and rest all will be 0 here. Second entry, when it is 0, 1, select lines S1, S0, 0, 1, in that case only Y1 to which my input is steered, input is connected. So Y1 is equal to I. Remaining all outputs will be 0, which you can clearly observe in this truth table on the right side. When select lines are 1, 0, in that case Y2 will be input I. Remaining all outputs will be 0 here. And similarly, whenever select lines are 1, 1, in that case Y3 will be the output line on which that input I will be steered, that will be connected, and Y0, Y1 and Y2, the remaining will be all zeros. So accordingly, truth table has been covered up. Now the logical diagram. Of course, from this truth table one can write a very long equation which is not expected. Okay, I will try to write that equation for Y0, then I will write equation for Y1, then I will write equation for Y2, equation for Y3. Those are not required here in order to develop that logical diagram, that design. So here, in order to develop that logical diagram, first of all, that data input I, which is common to all. Because data input I is to be steered to either Y0 or Y1 or Y2 or Y3 depending on the logic on select line S1 and S0 here. So accordingly, on that data input here, there are total 4 paths, the horizontal lines which are shown here. And I want to gradually develop that logical diagram. I will start from the bottom. So here is one AND gate. the output of this AND gate will be generating Y0 here. The bottom AND gate will be generating Y0. Okay, when this Y0 will steer that input I. Input I will be steered to Y0 only when that select lines are 0, 0. S1 is 0 and S0 is also 0. So you can observe it. S1 bar and S0 bar. It means that input I should be connected there as one of the input for the AND gate. And apart from that, select lines are also to be connected with proper logic. It means that input I will be steered to Y0 only when S1 is equal to 0, S0 is equal to 0, means the other two inputs for that AND gate are S1 bar, S0 bar, clearly shown here. Then above this first AND gate, which is shown at the bottom, there will be second AND gate, which will be used for showing the output Y1 here. So here is that output Y1. When input I will be steered to Y1, see that truth table in the middle. Whenever S1 is equal to 0 and S0 is equal to 1, S1 is equal to 0 and S0 is equal to 1. So the inputs which are to be connected for the second AND gate will be S1 bar S0 here. Now next, above this second AND gate there will be third AND gate. I am developing from bottom to top because in the block diagram Y0 is shown at the bottom, then Y1 above, then Y2 and Y3 is the topmost output line here. So accordingly we are going to develop it here. Now for the third AND gate from the bottom, that will be developing the output Y2 here. Input I will be steered to Y2 when from the truth table whenever 1, 0, S1 is equal to 1 and S0 is equal to 0. So accordingly S1 directly connected because S1 is equal to 1 and S0 bar because S0 is equal to 0. So accordingly inputs are connected here for that third AND gate. And then the upper AND gate, the uppermost AND gate. Here that will be giving output Y3. When that input I will be steered to Y3, input I will be steered to Y3 here whenever S1 and S0 both are 1. So accordingly here the other two inputs are connected S1, S0. It means that in order to develop the outputs of each of that AND gate here, we are observing only respective column of that outputs within that truth table. Okay, and then the input combinations will be properly written to the input side of that corresponding AND gate. So this is the logical diagram or the design of 1 to 4 demultiplexer. Okay, students are once again instructed to design the higher order demultiplexer like 1 to 8. One input line I, 8 output line Y0 to Y7 and 3 select lines S2, S1, S0. The truth table would contain say total 8 entries. Outputs will be from Y0 to Y7. My output side will get extended like this. And then the logical diagram, that particular design which is shown on the extreme right, will be enhanced one, where there will be total 8 AND gates required. And each of that AND gate will be having total 4 input lines. Common data input line I, then 3 select lines. Select lines will be either with complement or without complement depending on the select line logic. And then on the extreme